Last week we uncovered what might be one of the Cape's best kept secrets, the perfect free camp tucked between some of the North's most iconic waterfalls and swimming holes. We've since made our way to the Archer River, one of the few places in the Cape where you can swim without looking over your shoulder. It's calm here and peaceful, but we're about to trade that in for something far less certain. Instead of heading south on the PDR like most, we're going to turn west towards Karumba and the Gulf. We're getting back on the road, but not the one that most people take. We don't know what lies ahead, and we don't know if we'll make it through. And at some point, we're going to have to decide whether we push on or turn back before we cross the point of no return with our fuel range. This certainly isn't the easy way south, but it's the lifestyle pioneer's way.
Yeah, we're going to have to go down, drop down into it here.
Fuck.
Well, before we dive into the video, just a quick reminder that we're throwing a party and we would love for you to come and join us. Tickets are now on sale for the Pioneer Party running from the 14th to the 16th of November down there in Port Punker at Mount Buffalo. We cannot wait to see as many of you down there as possible. It is shaping up to be a really fun weekend.
Yeah, that's right. So the ticket includes 2 nights of camping, dinner both nights. There's heaps of games, prizes, giveaways and competitions that we've organised. Scan the QR code here on the screen or jump down in the description below. That'll take you over to our website. All the details are on there. That's where you can go to get your tickets. So grab yours today and we'll see you soon. So this is Archer River. The Archer River Bridge is right behind me. There is a roadhouse and a caravan park on the other side of the road, but you can come down here. Come check out where we camped. We've just dragged this spot for now. I think we're going to find a better spot in the morning, but it probably requires, there's a high chance we'll get bogged. So it's not something you want to tackle at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I've just been for a swim. Have a go at this. This is our backyard now. That's our new backyard. Dinner tonight, we for Woolies today, so I'll show you. There's a lasagna in there, and I've got some fresh salads again. Oh my gosh, I've got like basil and cucumber. I'm like, oh, no one appreciates fresh greens more than someone traveling in remote places. It's been 4 weeks since we've done a proper stock up, so I'm pretty stoked with that. All right, we've all been for a swim. It's been way too hot. Boys trying to get some energy out. How's the office, darling?
Some of the best spots, I think, in the Cape are hidden in plain sight. People just don't look. I can't believe how many people just drive past this spot and don't stop in here. It's one of the best freshwater swimming spots in the Cape that we've come across, apart from the main road heading over the top. But this late in the day, traffic slows down or comes to a standstill, and we get to enjoy sunset with this, dinner on the creek. Doesn't get much better than this.
All right, this morning we've woken up and we've made the executive call to shift camps to the premium, what I'm calling the penthouse suite of Archer River. So it's just down, but it's a little bit tricky to get into because you've got a steep drop off here and then you've got soft river sand. And we are notoriously good at getting bogged in soft river sand, especially when you have to turn. So our plan for this one was we actually backed the caravan in all the way around the corner down here so that we wouldn't have to U-turn. It's paid off. We didn't get bogged, and now we've got the penthouse.
Primo spot.
The penthouse.
Young James's birthday's coming up
yeah,
tomorrow.
so this is going to be exciting. Archer River is now our home for the next few days, and we're going to have James's birthday here, which is going to be a lot of fun, and yeah, looking forward to it. Like, have a go at it. How's that for a backyard? So good.
This free camp on the edge of the Archer River quickly became one of our favourites on the Cape. It gave us the perfect spot to celebrate James's birthday, rinse off some dust and take a break from those corrugations. Tucked just beneath the brand new bridge right beside the old crossing, it's a rare mix of easy access and genuine serenity. But we couldn't avoid the PDR forever, and after a couple of days, it was time to pack up and continue the journey.
Nailed it.
Once back on the PDR, it didn't take long to remember why we were so keen to get off it. Dust and corrugations and far more traffic than you'd expect at this far north.
So this, for us, is actually new territory. We haven't done this bit of the PDR before, because if you missed our episodes coming north, we went all the way out through Lakefield and did some back roads and eventually found our way back to Cohen. But this time, we're going back down the PDR, but not for much longer. We're still on a mission to avoid as much of the PDR as possible, and we've got a mission to go west, back off the PDR. We're going to get down to the next roadhouse at Musgrave and then out to a station, try and get some information on the road conditions and whether or not we can cross a major river system we have to get across to be able to do that. I've got mixed feedback so far as to whether the road's open. Let's go and find out if we can get through and do some station camping and get remote again and get off this bloody PDR, because it is a bumpy, corrugated mess. Let's get out of here.
But I can't quit you, babe, 'cause I'm gonna wait until the end of time. Now I saw you with another. It made me feel like a fool, but that won't put out the fire.
That's all the holes in the drop. Holy shit.
We made a quick stop at Musgrave Roadhouse for fuel, and then it was on to Artemis Station. Another brilliant low-cost camp that we've never heard of before, and one of the best night's sleep we've had in a while.
Thank you, dear. Alrighty, maps are out. You know, fun's going to be had when the maps are out. So we've made our way down here. We're at Artemis Station. So we're a couple of k's south of Musgrave Roadhouse, and we've just turned down Dixie Road and just come into the station and camped here last night. Beautiful, quiet little campground here. $10 a person a night. Absolutely ripper spot. Hot showers, cold toilets. No, hot showers, flushing toilets.
Kids are free.
Kids are free. It's a beautiful little, if you like just a really laid back station stay, this one's it. So from here, the plan. So this is Artemis here. So that's Musgrave Roadhouse. So 25 k's or 24 k's down here to Artemis. And then the plan, well, this is the development road. So that's goes back to Lakeland, back south, the main road. We don't want to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to try and come down here, down Dixie Road, down all the way here and get it all the way through to Normanton, Karumba area down in the Gulf. The challenge is going to be getting across here at the Mitchell River, because there's reports that crossing is no longer. So if that's the case, we're going to have to try and find another way to cross the Mitchell River, and also we have to at some point cross the Palmer River. So that's going to be the challenge, is getting across the Mitchell River. We may have to take a detour. We're full of fuel. I fueled right up at Musgrave to make sure we had plenty of options up our sleeve when it comes to fuel range. Our tank's a genuine long ranger tank. It's a custom made one that they made for us to fit the coil springs as well, and it's 180 litres, plus we got a jerry can, so 200 litres in total, which gives us a range of close to 1,000 k's, a little bit less on these sort of roads. I allow a safety margin, and I work on 800 k's range, but we'd squeeze more than that if we really needed to. But yeah, low tyre pressures, off-road, running in four-wheel drive, you're going to use a little bit more fuel. So I work on about 800 k's range, which gives us a lot of options, and means that one thing I don't have to worry about is fuel, although it will come into play if we have to take too many detours, because at worst we may have to backtrack all the way back out here if we can't get through. Reports are mixed. Some people are saying you can make it, some people are saying you can't, so we'll just have to suss it out when we get there. But yeah, look, it's going to be a bit of fun, bit of excitement. Nice and remote out there in the far Western Cape, and looking forward to going and exploring it. It's going to be a slow trip. Anyway, let's stop talking about it. Let's pack the maps up. Let's pack the van up. Let's go get on the road. Let's do it. The road out of Artemis narrows quickly, but it's smoother than anything we've seen in days, and it's a welcome change carved through beautifully quiet country.
Going through my head like a jet plane, going with the lights on. Turns out it started with a fight tonight. See me in the car going right to your door.
to see a croc. I just really want to see a croc.
We already have.
There's all these dams and lagoons and stuff with lily pads, and it just feels like there's going to be just this giant croc sitting on the bank. But we'll keep looking. None yet.
Drinking our bottoms up. Always end up on top.
Road's in really good nick, just a narrow sort of 2-lane road, or single lane road I should say, but a lot of dips and creeks and bumps and stuff you got to slow down for, so it's pretty slow going. We're probably only averaging, I don't know, 50k an hour or something, but yeah, just a really nice cruisy easy drive. A very nice change from the corrugations, bumps, dust, traffic, chaos of the PDR. It's just, we've suddenly back out all on our own, haven't seen another car, we've been driving for about an hour. It's lovely. This is exactly what we love to do. This is our favourite sort of driving. Really nice, outback. Yeah, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a lot of Ks of this, but enjoying it so far.
Yeah, the scenery here is actually really pretty. There's lots of beautiful bird life. I've seen some like blue wing-tipped kookaburras. There's heaps of these beautiful like lily pad filled lagoons that are just crawling with birds. Hoping to see some crocs from a distance. Yeah, it's nice. You can actually have conversations in the car again. The PDR was just like, oh, there was just so much noise, overwhelmed from the sound of corrugations and the rattle and oh man. Yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment, is playing Buzz Off You're It in the car with you guys. So we're gonna keep going to do that. I think it's my turn, isn't it, lads?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my turn. Hopefully I'll win the next round because I'm having a shocker, aren't I, lads?
Yeah.
Alrighty, we just pulled up. We've left station country now and we've come into the national park, and we've just pulled up. We had no idea this was here, but we just noticed this little turn in here for a little walking track. It's always good to get out and stretch the legs, so this turned up at just the right time for us. We've seen plenty of snakes since we've been up around the Cape area, so pretty keen to put some proper footwear on for this one. I'm going to ditch the pluggers. Very rare occurrence for me to throw some socks on. Ditch the pluggers, we'll get some socks and shoes on the kids as well. Have a bite to eat, quick lunch, and then go and smash out this walk and see what we can find. I'll catch you snacking.
Yeah, just eating the end of the tomato that no one else will eat.
Did you find some socks, lads?
Yeah. Yeah, but these are going to be your least favourite socks.
Oh, I don't mind, as long as they're socks. What's for lunch, Dales?
You know why?
I can't believe you have to ask. Wraps.
Wraps?
Wraps.
What's on our wraps today? Ham wraps?
Ham, cheese, avocado.
No
lettuce.
avocado.
See the decorations there. The lads did decorations for James's birthday the other day.
I'm not.
They're still
I like
there.
this one. This one is cute.
What's that? His seed pod that he's blue tacked to the wall.
Yeah.
It's holding up well. It's staying there.
I actually quite like the seed pod. I'll have to check quarantine if we're allowed to keep it as we go into other states, but it's pretty nice. First aid kit, PLB.
Yep. PLB.
Water, cameras.
Yeah. Probably seems a bit overkill for a short hike, but we have not seen another car for half a day, and I don't know that we will. So, as much as only a short little easy hike, we're not close to help if something goes wrong. It's taking all our own best advice, which we don't do as often as we should.
I really want to see Brolga.
Looks like a Croc slide on the other side there, Harrison. Do you see where that big tree is? It looks like a Croc slide. We've just come up on a lagoon here. We're just having a bit of a look. We can see a Croc slide on the other side, but no Crocs yet. But we're trying to do our best to be quiet, aren't we, lads? And try and sneak up on some stuff if we can. Could be a slow hike at this rate.
Oh, yeah,
So see, there's a little baby croc just in there.
I see him. He looks
He's about
like
maybe like 40 centimetres long. And he's got his snout that way and his tail this way. Either that or it's a log that looks a lot like a little crocodile.
Like a crocodile.
I reckon. This is the kapok tree that we're standing under right now, and Indigenous people would use this one to create paintbrushes from the actual branches of the tree. I initially thought it was the like the fluff that comes out of the seed pods, but apparently this is more for pillows. But it's actually a beautiful like fibre that you could do lots of different things with. But yeah, it's super soft. Like, feel how soft that is.
Pretty cool. There's a lot of informative signs along the walk telling you all about the different trees and plants and what they were used for and stuff. I feel like this is the stuff that's missing in so many parts of the country that we explore, where we want to learn about the landscape, we want to learn about Indigenous culture, and we want to learn about the plants and everything that's around us, and we want the kids to learn as well. But there's very little information in a lot of places, but this is cool to get all these little signs and telling us what they use the plants for and which ones are significant.
Alright, so we've just come down to the lagoon, or what we think is the lagoon, and there are crocs everywhere. At the moment, just standing here, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 freshwater crocs that are all very curious about us. I don't think they get many visitors down here. Yeah, we're just going to stick the drone up, see what we can see how many we can see, and see if there's any big ones hiding anywhere else. This is interesting. So, like the Kurrajong, which is like pretty much grown, I'm pretty sure, at every public school in existence. It's like that furry seed pod. The sign is saying that if you burn the outside of it, the hairy caterpillar cover comes off, like that, you know, that fuzzy stuff, and then the seeds on the inside taste like peanuts. There you go.
Try that next time.
Next time. You've got a massive spider web above your head. Let's go. So this tree here is called a plover bush, and you can eat the fruit when it comes down off the tree. It goes an orangey colour, and the timber is really soft, and if you find a big enough tree, they can carve shields out of it. Ah. That's pretty cool, hey? You can see its bark is all, it almost looks like Lego bricks all put together, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so we've headed away from the creek now, just coming up on the lagoon. Hopefully see a bit more wildlife. Oh, look at that massive sea eagle. Whoa.
He's huge.
He's massive. Wow, he's big. The camera's not going to do him justice.
He would easily have a wingspan of 2 metres.
Well, that's a pretty good way to kick off the lagoon. He was massive. They're so cool to see. Yeah, so as I was saying, we're hoping to see some different wildlife here, but we did get those couple of jabiru just taken off out of the creek as we were leaving, and happened to have the drone in the air still, so that was pretty cool. Alright, see what we can spot here.
He's a freshie.
There's
another one over there too. Do you see him over there?
What are you spotting?
Crocs.
No more freshies.
I reckon I have learnt more in the last hour and seen more wildlife in the last hour than I've seen in months. Like, this is incredible. We've seen so many crocs. We've learnt so much about the plants. The signage is incredible. Like, I reckon this is one of the best national parks I've been to in Queensland, and it's probably the most remote and least visited. Oh my goodness, it is worth coming here. Like, honestly, if this was a paid tour, I would be stoked. This is wild, like so good. And it's even better because it feels so remote, so isolated, so off the beaten path. Like, how few people actually ever come here. It's amazing. What do you reckon, Duff?
As far as a self-guided just walk around and remote, this rivals anything we've done anywhere in the country. It's phenomenal, and it's not even a 1.5k walk. It's taken us probably an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes. We're only nearly back at the car now, but
mostly because there's just so much to see.
Yeah, I reckon it's only actually a half-hour walk. It's just, the rest is just stopping to look for wildlife, and dozens and dozens of freshwater crocs, so much bird life and diversity of life. It's just, and we've learnt heaps about the local area and the local vegetation. I think it's everything you could want from a short hike in a national park and more. Look at what's coming through the water here. See that wake?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know what that was. We just saw a bunch of ripples over there in the water, and the drone battery's just gone flat, so I can't put the drone up anymore. But yeah, I guess that's just highlights. That's my case in point. Is just that there's just something happening constantly. The bird song when we first sat down here at the lagoon was almost deafening, and yeah, it's still going now. It's awesome, awesome. Yeah, but I think it's expectations, right? We had no expectations, didn't even know this was here, stumbled across it.
Almost drove straight past it.
Almost drove straight past it, and then you're just like, oh, let's go and have a walk and see what it is. And you're sort of expecting it to be nothing, maybe see a bird or two. Well, it's just knocked that out of the park. All right, we better get a wriggle on. Now, this river is still a long way away. We've still got a long way to go to camp, and that's if we can get across the river. So we better get some Ks on our belt. Let's go.
Up here, hitting the dirt always means rolling the dice, and we've learned that when you veer off the main tracks, the side roads often greet you with promise and then wear down 1 kilometre at a time, and this one followed that script. At this point, we had no idea what lay ahead, and it might just stop us in our tracks, but for now, we're going to soak up the silence and enjoy the change.
The road was really, really good until about 10 k's ago, and it's just gone absolutely crap. I think it hasn't been maintained for a while, which makes me think maybe the crossing isn't open.
It was pretty good up to the edge of the national park.
Yeah.
And then it went to Custard.
Yeah.
Like, pretty much we went through the national park sign, and now
it's virtually non-existent. We're running up the edges of the road trying to find something worth driving on. It's looking less and less like this road's had any maintenance in a fairly long time. There we are, perched up on the edge there. I'm just going to walk, have a look at this. Have a look at the erosion of that. This here is creek washout. I mean, the road's basically become a creek. I mean, I'm not the tallest fella, but I'm about 5'11", and that's the road level. It's about just under shoulder height. So there's a bit of a bush track being pushed down the side, but makes me think it may not just be the river crossing that's going to cause us an issue. Have a go at that. That is unbelievable. Now the next challenge is going to be whether we can actually fit down here, down this sort of little makeshift track that's been put in. Well, not put in, but just whether we can get around these trees. Oop. It's very close. Yeah, we're going to have to go down, drop down into it here.
Fuck.
We're just going to have to try and get down this little bank here. We may have to use the airbags in the van. We'll just see how much of an angle we get on. Is the van going to cut that corner?
What?
I think the van might cut that corner. I just worried the van's going to cut that corner and drop off the steep bit. Oh yeah, it looked worse in the mirror.
Yeah.
I just worried the van's going to cut down and drop off that, but it looks steeper in the mirror. That'll be okay.
It is pretty steep, and it might, so you just have to stay that far. Like,
yeah, if the van starts to lean over though, I'm going to use the airbags to straighten it back up. So we'll just keep an eye on it as it goes through. I don't like this. Because once we can get through here, hopefully it gets better.
Alright, have you got the remote for the airbag?
Hey?
Have you got the remote for the airbag?
I've just got the Bluetooth app for the Cruise Master suspension, probably hard to see on my phone, but that tells me how many degrees of body roll we've got, which is not for this, it's for getting you leveled up at camp. But I can also adjust the airbags from in the car here, so Yeah, if it starts to get a bit of a lean on, I can adjust it from in the car. Just going to ease down this drop here.
Wheels looking good at the back.
Alright, the van's starting to lean in the hole now. So I'm just going
Going down a dip.
So we're at 12 degrees. Just going to pump up one side, let down the other. So we got that back to 9 degrees now. Just to lower that high side. I can just keep an eye on the angle.
Second wheel on this side's out.
12 degrees. This is just talking.
Your
to me.
side's going down now.
Just talking.
Second side's down. You're out.
Alright, and we're down. That worked pretty well. Alright, hopefully there's not too much more of that to go.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Liz, I don't know if you heard that, but Liz wasn't a fan. She loves adventure when it's predictable. I'll just get these airbags back where they were. That was alright.
That was so sketchy.
That was fine. Don't know what you're worried about. Alright, let's hope there's not too much more of that and we actually, I don't know how this is going to go. I don't even know if we're going to be able to get through up here, but we'll just keep going. I'm not turning around now. We're bloody 5 hours to get to this point. It's a long way back.
Still with no idea of what lay ahead or whether things were going to get worse or better, we made the call to push on. I'm reluctant to backtrack at the best of times, and although progress was slow, as long as the wheels were turning, I was starting to feel more and more confident that we were going to somehow find a way through. Liz, however, was less convinced. Her eyebrows were saying things that her mouth wasn't, and as it turns out, she might have been onto something. It wouldn't be long before we'd get news that what lay ahead could just change everything.
I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the phones.